The dark traded traits, which include narcissism, psychopathology, and Machiavellism, are well known to many. These traits represent distinct forms of maladaptive behavior that can be used to manipulate others. A dark empath possesses high level of these traits as well as the high level of empathy, which make them the most dangerous person because they use their empathy to manipulate others. A dark empath will exhibit all the three traits of the dark traded, including psychopathology, a trait referring to individuals who lack the remorse for their bad behavior, a sense of grandiosity and impulsiveness, and potentially violent behavior. Narcissism, a trait referring to individuals who build up their egos on the backs of others. They believe that they are better than everyone else and will use others as their narcissistic supply. Machiavellism, a trait referring to the tendency to lie or to use deceit to get others to do what you want. The term is based on the behaviors of the 16th century prince who used manipulative tactics to get their way. The term dark empath was coined by researchers in 2021 to describe the people who rank high in the dark traded personality traits, narcissism, psychopathology, and Machiavellism. According to American psychologists, they said the dark empaths are like narcissists in many ways, except that they can be even harder to spot. Well, they said that dark empath is adding a tool to the narcissist toolbox that help them to be more effective in getting people to do what they want them to do or understanding how to appeal to people, while a dark empath is a cluster of traits, not a diagnosis. According to research, it's more common in men than in women. Here are some signs of the dark empaths. They are manipulative. Dark empaths use their finely owned manipulation tactics to convince others to do what they want. Their insight into others combined with their willingness to lie, giving them exceptional skills in manipulation. Some of these tactics include gaslighting, which is a practice of trying to convince someone that they are misunderstanding or unsure of something that they thought they were sure about. They may also use guilt tripping, which is the persuasive tactics that use your own good nature against you through efforts to make you feel guilty for turning down the dark empath's requests. They are self-critical. Self-criticism refers to the practice of having self-deprecating thoughts or internally assessing on self harshly. Dark empaths are more prone to self-criticism than might be expected, and this may be due to their higher level of empathy and neuroticism. Dark empaths have heightened awareness of others' emotion states, and this may lead them to experience a greater sensitivity to criticism from others. Typically, narcissists are generally oblivious to others' opinion of them. An individual high in psychopathy doesn't care about others' feeling. However, dark empaths recognize and internalize others' emotion. The narcissistic tendencies of dark empaths lead them to have delusions of grandeur and the drive for power, but self-doubt and self-loathing may offset these two traits. They are extroverted. Dark empaths tend to score high in extroversion, which suggests that they are comfortable around other people and enjoy being the part of the action. Combined with their greater level of empathy than those with the dark traded traits, extroversion becomes one of the most dangerous traits. Dark empaths are able to engage with others and socially connect, which provide them with greater access to understanding what others are feeling and how they tick. And of course, they have narcissistic tendencies. While this approach to winning you over might look different than classic narcissists, according to psychologists, they ultimately treat you the same, wearing you down in arguments and needing to be the center of attention at all times. According to psychologists, they said that they ultimately treat you the same, wearing you down in arguments and needing to be the center of attention at all times. You have to be constantly feed their ego. You are either going to be walking with eggshells at all the time, or you have to be willingly to be their possession that you are able to trot out. They are extremely good at love bombing. Love bombing is when a person showers you with affection, usually at the very beginning of a relationship and anytime they want to keep you around after a big fight or conflict. It's a common trait of narcissistic personality types and can be even trickier to spot with dark empaths. In the beginning, they are what you want them to be because they can read what you want. They only have cognitive empathy. Either we mentioned that dark empaths have a deep understanding of emotions. This is true, but it's vital to keep in mind that they only understand emotion, they don't actually feel it. There are three types of empathy. Compassionate empathy, where you understand what somebody is going through and feel for them. Emotional empathy, where you feel the emotions somebody else is going through even if you don't fully intellectually grasp it. And lastly, cognitive empathy, where you understand everything about what somebody else is going through and can gauge it, but you are not actually emotionally affected at all. Dark empaths tend to verge to the psychopathic end of the spectrum. They empathize by fully understanding what you are going through, but they are not actually in solidarity with you. They spread rumors about you to get leverage. Well, one of the sign of the dark empath is that somebody who appears to be your friend and confidant one moment and gossiping behind your back the next. Not only it is hurtful and rude, but it can be incredibly damaging to your reputation on both personal and professional level. They provide understanding and a listening ear only in order to gather intelligence and resources. He or she then uses what they have learned about you to hurt you. They will then gradually reapproach you, promising to be on your side next time and repeat the cycle. Dark empaths tend to be highly intelligent, observant, and exceptional communicators. They can make you feel more understood than you ever have before in your life. The problem is that they really don't care about anything you are telling them. For a dark empath, their ability to truly grasp the situation you are in and struggles you are going through is only in order to manipulate and exploit you. They are perceptive of others' feeling. With their high level of empathy, dark empaths are unusually perceptive of how others are feeling and responding. Unfortunately, the more information a dark empath have about a person, the more damage they can do. Their sociability also make them difficult to recognize as dangerous since they seems to fit in so well. Their desire to get what they want from others motivates them to use all the information that can gather about a person to their advantage. They are emotionally detached. Due to their high level of psychopathy, dark empaths are typically emotionally detached from other people. They do not form emotional attachments, nor do they experience a wide range of emotions. Their empathy provides them with cognitive understanding of others' feelings, but rather than using the skill to build connections or to form relationship with others, they utilize their empathy as a mean of drawing into their marks even closer than they would be able to if they did not possess this empathy. Individuals who manifest these traits are strongly driven to win at any cost. Their motivations are purely driven by their ego, similar to those who manifest the dark traded traits. However, the unusually high level of empathy gives the dark empaths a greater skill set in their efforts to manipulate others to their own advantage. They can sense what others are feeling and are able to assess what others want to hear based on their emotions and use these two tools to manipulate others to achieve their aims. Sense of humor is traditionally considered as a positive trait. The way in which dark empaths use humor is hurtful. They enjoy engaging in sarcasm that pointedly makes fun of other people. They make malicious jokes that are designed to make others uncomfortable as well as harm to target of the joke. Their humor belittles and humiliates others by poking fun at others' weaknesses and failures.